What's wrong with you? I just have to bite my fucking tongue.
That isn't it.
Don't fucking talk to me. Oh, my tongue is so
You
sore.
sound like Thomas Tiernan.
Welcome to the podcast. It's me, Chris and Siobhan. Listen to us talk about stuff or don't. Hey guys, welcome to episode 10, I think. Ish, 10-ish. Today we're going to be talking about, I heard Trump shot himself on stage, as Chris has reminded me, as Chris is a huge Trump supporter and likes to have cracks him at every cost. At every chance you get, you're having a crack at old Trump. Trumpy pants.
No, they didn't specifically say defecate. That he went to the toilet, shall we say, twice now, giving speeches.
Well, either he did or he didn't.
Well, I just read the story and I was thinking, oh my God. I actually feel a little bit sorry for him, really. You know, he's a bit of a show
He's an
pony
old man.
for what's behind him. And then, like, he's not able. Like,
What age is he? 76?
79.
78, I think.
Jesus,
He's pushing on, like.
If only there were
Isn't he really weighted though for a 70-year-old?
Have you heard any of his speeches lately? He
But
is
like,
anything but with it.
compared to Biden?
He calls it weaving, and he keeps justifying now when he goes off on a tangent. He said, see, there you go, there's a weave. But see how I get back from that weave is. And he's talking, and you can tell he's trying to remember what he said before. Like his
That
speeches.
happened to me though.
Maybe he should take some lion's mane.
I think he should take a break.
He should. He deserves it.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
He's too
No,
old.
what he's trying to do is
stuck.
keep himself out of jail. You have to admire it. It's a good effort. It's a good effort. But
He's been going since he's like 18, like in
Yeah.
front of the camera.
Yeah,
A
backed by
long-
his family, so he had plenty of money to bring him
Do you know
along
how
the
to
way
make
as
a
he
fortune?
failed how many businesses?
loads.
Yeah, but yes.
Do you know how to make a fortune? Start with a bigger one.
Yeah,
That's what he did.
yep.
Apparently, he said that his father only gave him $1 million. But like, to be fair,
And he's always telling the truth, like.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
great. I love that's the thing I love about him.
That he's so truthful and he's such a successful businessman.
Well, he's
And he's a
successful.
straight talker.
Do you know what he employs is like 300 Irish people.
So,
Fair play to him.
So,
That's more than who's he up against? Oh yeah, Kamala.
Kamala. Yeah.
There we go.
That's how you pronounce that one. It's gas like that we're so affected by what goes on in American politics. But it's like, remember in the 80s when you got to stay up late and watch like Knots Landing and Glen Rowe and stuff? Like it's just
Knots
entertainment. Yeah, Knots Landing.
Yeah, it is entertainment. I
That's
love
what I'm
it.
saying. It's
But do you not think
entertainment.
he's entertainment? I love him. I think he's really
That's
entertaining.
literally all he is entertainment.
Mm.
He's not a serious
he's the figurehead
politician.
of a very powerful Western nation. It needs to be more than entertainment.
He's not in charge of anything.
No,
Yeah,
he's
I
not.
know,
He's
it's the administration.
He's
But like
literally
Jesus.
some fella has his hand up his hole.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. That's why I feel kind of sorry for him, like, because he's not able for the job.
Clearly, he shit himself.
And he's like, has
Not that
anybody
there's-
else see these flies? Like these flies, he's talking about these flies, and they're in his face and stuff. And people are like,
What?
that's why they're there.
I don't know about that.
I didn't fact check it because I was laughing so hard. And that's terrible that I was laughing at an old
That has
man
happened
having a
to me.
hard time.
That has happened to me twice in competition.
Yeah, but you were actually straining yourself.
He's physically straining himself.
He's
Or
mentally
he's
straining himself.
Mentally straining himself.
Is mentally straining yourself the same as physically straining yourself?
Mm.
Like, what were you doing when you shit yourself?
I was lifting a 200 kilo stone.
So was his thought
So,
process
like,
equivalent
as
to a
I was-
200 kilo
So
stone?
I had got it up off the ground.
Yeah.
And just as I was loading it onto the platform like that,
Your rectum gave
my-
out.
My my stomach went, oh no.
You know, like those 90s movies, and then everything stops. And it was at this point that I realised,
It's a proper like
yeah,
squirt.
Evacuation.
a bit of
Yeah.
doo-doo
'Cause
in
you're
your...
under so much pressure. Everything is tense like when you're lifting that weight.
You'd imagine if everything was tense, you'd have kept it in.
It squirts out. Squirt.
Like a syringe.
Oh, did you have to walk off stage and sort
Like
yourself
this.
out?
Like Squidward.
Actually,
just-
did you see one of the reels you put up and that the lady that was lifting a really heavy weight and she wets herself, which like you can understand because it's a ridiculous amount of weight.
Yeah.
The amount of hate she got for that.
Ridiculous,
Just
yeah.
unnecessary. Really unnecessary.
And even when I cover women having accidents on the platforms like that, I think it's class. Because it
'Cause
just
it shows,
shows the effort that they've put into that lift. And even when I share it and stick up for them, there's still people coming to my comments. Yeah, not with you on this one, pa. I was like,
Really?
And have you done that? Have you posted the same idea with a fella pissing or shitting himself?
it doesn't happen, man.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I mean pissing themselves.
Oh, I thought you meant taking the piss. But you just said you've shit yourself twice.
I know, yeah, but I don't. I've never actually shit on a platform. It's never
Your
fallen
pants
out.
held it in.
'Cause
You weren't wearing loose shorts.
We wear neoprene.
We wear nappies.
We wear pull-ups.
Do you bring spares so because you think you might shit yourself?
Well, you bring loads of clothes with you, yeah. But I don't bring them because I was like, hot today. So
No, he just turns them inside out.
Back to front.
Remember Tuesday stain?
Tuesday. But I just wear neoprene so it keeps everything in. But if I was wearing loose shorts and I was loading that last stone,
Forget about it.
There'd be a reel made in me. I didn't up my own reels. So you've got power to I was shitting on the platform.
So it's like
Oh, you
fellas
should do that. It'd be like the movie Inception.
but like fellas never piss themselves, is what you're saying.
No. Well, I've never had, and I've strained myself physically for
So have you ever been the other way?
like 15 years. I've never. It just doesn't work that way, I suppose. You know, when
Yeah,
you're
the
teaching
anatomy
someone
is
how to deadlift.
Yeah.
What you do is you use the same muscles. You teach someone to use the same muscles you use to take a poo. So as you grab the bar and you go to deadlift, you need to push down and use those same push muscles as you do.
I've literally never heard that.
Never.
Yeah, well there you go. That's why.
Pretend you're going for a poo or stopping yourself.
So you tense up those muscles and you press downwards. And
So
that
you're
creates,
having a poo.
No, you're creating that tension in your core, which generates strength to lift the weight off the ground.
What's that got to do with?
Oh yeah, so I wonder, is that why it happens with women? Because
Go on.
Yeah. No.
I don't know. I imagine that's why it happens with women, because you have to tense those muscles there. So I think that's the way they piss. No?
No. Immediately no.
I bet you it is. I bet you it's connected.
There must be something in it. I
like-
wouldn't be well up on musculature now and human anatomy, so
All right.
yeah. But you do it for a living, so you'd know more than I would.
I imagine that's what it is, because you're deadlifting really heavy or squatting really heavy or squeezing your core.
Okay, so find a video of a fella wetting himself or something,
That's
and
what I'm saying
then
you want.
Well, there's your challenge for this week. Get a reel up with a man.
But anyway, that's where it came from. Was apparently Trump's having a hard time on stage, and I think that it's very unfair if he's not able for it, that he should be able to just
But
retire.
didn't Kamala drop a bag of coke?
What?
Yeah, do you remember she was walking up into that? I showed it to you. She was
Did you?
walking up to her thing that she speaks.
Podium
Yeah.
That did
thing.
not.
What has the
And
microphone?
as she walks, something drops out of her pocket. She turns around to look down. Do you not remember that? It was like a bag of white powder.
No.
I can't see why she'd be bringing sherbet on stage.
Listen, who doesn't like sherbet?
Yeah, no, that's not a thing.
It is.
Wow,
I will
you just made that up to make Trump look better.
I'll find it if it's
Go
not
on.
deleted, and I'll share it
Right then.
on the podcast Instagram
Find it.
page. And I'll say, here you go, guys. Would you rather a fella that shits himself or a beard that's taking sherbet?
I'd say that's a
I'd
fairly
go with the
easy
latter,
decision.
yeah.
That'd be such an ick if they did that on a date or something. Imagine.
Shit themselves.
Yeah. We're back to the icks.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which,
Oh, no way. Oh, actually,
Oh,
shout
yes.
out to our friend Ollie. The other night, I had bought some groceries and I was walking out the door.
Chris
the
had
alarm
an
went
ick
off,
moment.
and Ollie shouted, "That's such an ick!"
what did
When
you
the
do?
alarm goes off, you've paid for your stuff. You're walking out the door of Aldi, and then the alarm goes off, and you're like, "What? What?" And you turn around, and you're like, "What? I swear, I'm not a criminal." And then Ollie, the fella that we know working there, he was like, "That's such an ick." It was very funny.
I suppose you had to be there.
It was funny.
What's funny?
I was actually in Centre Parks during the week. There's a lot of people saying, "Hey, I love your stuff."
Oh yeah.
They're probably referring to me on Instagram though, not the podcast.
Damn, girl.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Keep liking and sharing, guys. So I have 10 more icks today because icks
10. Okay.
are good and we love icks. We love a good ick.
We do love a good ick.
Okay,
Go on, so.
ready, go. When he's eating his dinner on his lap and he has to pin his knees together to balance the plate.
Worse if the plate falls.
That is horrible as well to do that. Oh, I'd have to be eating like something fast, ice cream or something.
Especially if he's skinny legs and it's a big plate.
I think it'd be worse if you have big legs and a small plate because you have to really try get your legs close together. When the barber has to pump his chair up.
I hate that, yeah. That's terrible. Yeah. Or like for women, you know, when you've just had your hair washed, so they sit you down and you're sitting in front of the mirror going, is this what I actually look like in real life? Because all your hair is wet and just the rim of your makeup is washed off as well. And you're like, I have such bad ick for myself.
Our
now.
cousin Kathy, she sent a picture.
Oh yeah, that's so
she was
funny.
like, a very humbling experience.
When he drops a piece of paper and it blows away, but he's chasing it. And it's funny because you do that bent over run.
Or you bend down to pick something up and the bastard of a yoke won't get into your fingers and you have to go down 2 or 3 times to pick it up. Or you see someone else doing it.
This is a new one.
Go on.
Girls making ick lists while looking like Fiona from Shrek. No?
No.
Next.
That was funny.
No.
Grown men doing wheelies. I saw this guy down the street and he starts doing wheelies in front of me.
Wheelies?
But you said wheelie.
A wheelie.
A wheelie.
On a bicycle or a car?
Or in a pair of Heelys.
Or a pair of Heelys.
On a bicycle. Grown men doing wheelies. I saw this guy cycling down the street and he starts doing wheelies in front of me. All he was missing was the music.
Oh my god.
Oh, you think I'm cool now? Watch this.
Ew. That's...
No,
yeah,
because you're waiting for
that's a
them to
big
fall
ick.
and you're like, I can't.
When he's eating.
Go on.
When he's eating and he bites his tongue and he's trying to explain what happened when he's talking weird. Like this, man. What's wrong with you? I just have to bite my fucking tongue.
That isn't it.
Don't fucking talk to me. Oh, my tongue is so
You
sore.
sound like Thomas Tiernan.
My fucking tongue. It's so sore as well.
It is so sore. They talk about intelligent design. Why do we bite ourselves on the inside?
Yeah.
You're there like a fucking idiot.
And
Yeah,
you
I
have to keep
definitely do.
feeling it because the pain is nice.
Or you know when you bite or injure one single
Singular
taste bud.
Yeah.
It's that specific. How do you do it?
When your jaw does by itself and you've no control over it, you're like, what the fuck? I didn't tell you to do that.
I'm broken. When he gets pulled over and the police takes his license and he's just sitting there waiting for the police to give it back.
What?
Trying to get pulled over and the guard comes up to the window, he takes your license, you'll just sit there waiting
It's
for
not
him to
even
give
that. It's the whole experience of, like, you hear the woo and the lights or whatever in the back and you're like, I'm actually mortified for him.
Imagine if that was your first date. I'd die. Yeah.
It's okay, I got
Dead
this.
in water. Yeah. Forget about it. Never meet them again.
It's okay, I got this, don't worry, watch. Give me out your license, okay.
Or if they grind the gears. I swear this never happens.
Grind it.
If you can't
I was just
find
saying
it, grind it. It's like my driving.
Where are we? When he thinks you're not looking and he has his finger gone to the roof of his head picking his nose.
Yeah.
Everyone picks their nose.
People in cars picking
Are
their
brutal.
nose.
Yeah,
Like
windows
the
are
window is
see-through.
not
Yeah,
see-through. Why do people do it? It's disgusting.
Because you've nothing else to think about when you're driving, I suppose. And it's very easy to get distracted by something that annoys you. I've heard.
We got a picker over here.
But I say it has to be that because, you know, when you're sitting, driving is so boring. You're just sitting there.
No, do you know what? You drive somewhere and all of a sudden you wake up and you're almost there and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
how did I get here?
My
Sober.
autopilot is
Yeah.
fairly handy.
When he decides to grow a beard, but he can't, so he starts shaving again.
It takes fellas a while, though. You have to...
Some people can't. A lot of men can't grow beards.
Is that to do with your level of testosterone?
No, I don't think so, because like I know strong men and none of them are lacking in testosterone, and some of them have shit beards.
Why is that?
I have a class beard.
But it takes you a while to grow it, like. You have to be dedicated. It takes months to get a good beard, like.
Not month. Well, it takes me a couple of weeks. If I shaved off my beard, I'd have it back probably tomorrow.
Yeah, but you have a mature beard now, and your face is used to growing one.
A
Like.
patchy beard. Patchy beard.
Not a patchy pizza beard.
Apache pizza beard.
A patchy beard is often due to factors out of our control, like genetics passed down from parents or varying levels of hormones. So it is. Sparse facial hair growth can also occur if your diet lacks certain nutrients or vitamins. There you go.
Yep, nice vague answer there.
Do you know what helped my beard grow a lot? And I swear by it.
Rogaine?
And it's actually really thick and laying this hair as well. Is red light therapy.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
I remember I used to do the bed, like in the red light therapy is like that close to your face. And when I used to get out of it, the one thing that I noticed is my beard would be puffed up like it was in a hairdryer, like it was in a tumble dryer for a while. And my beard is it's like a head of hair. Like I can comb my beard.
Aren't you supposed
But
to?
Lena's hair is fucking thick now as well.
Because of the red light. Ooh, we have
But
to
is
try
that the only
Because-
variable? Because unless you
'Cause
have,
it was
it's a
the-
controlled experiment, kind of. You can't say
Well-
for sure it was that.
It would have to be that because doesn't your hair get thin as you get older?
Yes.
And her hair, when we first started going out, was like thinnish, not thinnish, but it wasn't as like I was drying her hair the last year from the swimming pool. She was drying Freddie's hair, and I was like, okay, I'll just start drying yours,
Someone then was drying your beard as you were drying her hair.
like the monkeys. But it's so thick, and like because I have the red light on me, it shines over on her as well for like half an hour every night.
Where'd you get it? How much is it? Can I have one?
€50 on eBay or Amazon or something. I would swear by it for anyone.
Yeah?
Her hair is proper bushy, like everywhere.
He means that in a nice way. For all the women out there going, I can't
you
believe
brush your
you got
hair?
bushy. He meant thick and
Thick.
luxurious.
Thick. There's so
Thick.
much hair there.
We need that, I think.
It felt
Remember
like
we
a
were
pillow.
small and kids used to make fun of us because our hair was so thin, especially if it was raining outside. You'd literally see our scalp.
No.
Our scalp, like we share one. Our scalps, plural. That's what I meant.
Where were we? Oh, the last one. When you hand him the jar and he can't open it either. I can open it, I just don't want to. Okay.
Then he hands it back to you and you open it. Yeah, well, I loosened it for you, like, obviously.
And that is the X for today.
The icks are good. The icks are very good.
So,
This is awkward.
take it away, Siobhan, for Am I the See You Next Tuesday?
This
is a
week's
good
one
one.
is based on antisocial behavior.
Ah,
Again.
I do like a good bit of antisocial behaviour. I don't like it at all, in fact.
You like it, yeah?
Or I do.
Why are we as a country so useless at stopping antisocial behaviour? I've just witnessed a group of 5 preteen girls push in front of a middle-aged woman and push her messages out of the way at Lidl to skip the queue, all the while mouthing off at everyone, giving the cashier a hard time. These girls are notorious around town for terrible behaviour, knocking over card stands in shops, taking over the kids' playground, throwing eggs at people and cars. Their parents are known, and the guards are aware but doing nothing. I know one man that protected his grandchildren at the playground for being bullied and was video recorded and called a paedophile. Why am I left ranting into the podcast about these little girls? It's a sad society. Why do we tolerate this?
Oh, that's very damaging for that old man.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah.
To throw around
See if I was that
accusations
old
like
man.
that. Oh my God, there'd be dead
be
children
Well,
all over the
damaging
apparently
to
in
place.
them.
Class of West, they're having a terrible time right now with young
That's right.
Tugs.
feckers,
Yeah.
thugs, yeah,
Can't
going around the
bait.
town, running into shops and like, you know, getting their hands in, clearing shelves, and all the shit falls on the floor. And
There's enough baitings going around. Do you know what? A balaclava and a lint waven pipe.
I
Waven
would be in
pipe will do
favour
the
of
job.
that. I would.
You'll remember a waven pipe.
I do.
Yeah.
I remember it. And this is about 20 years ago.
No, but you can't. You see, you can't do that.
You
So
can.
what do you do? Well, you can, but
You
you'll get
can.
in trouble.
I said balaclava.
A belly
A
clava.
balaclava. Those are the ones in the
Belly.
south of Ireland.
Bala. What was it? Bala.
Bala.
Same thing.
Balaclava.
Same job.
A balaclava.
Balaclava have a hole for the nose as well.
Wait.
Do you want a balaclava or a ballyclava?
Oh, it all comes to a point in the middle, does it?
No.
No,
What do
that's
bala-
Batman.
What does a balaclava? So the
Eyes
holes
and the
put
mouth.
out, and then the mouth hole.
Yeah, that's it.
There's no bit of a pinch there, no?
Have you
No.
not ever watched
designed them?
robber movies?
Not
like,
Batman.
I haven't watched a movie with a balaclava in it.
Watch
Which
Kneecap.
reminds me, Kneecap. Where can I watch that?
It's all in Irish though. I'd have no interest in that. No, thank you very much.
It's not all
No,
Australia.
there's subtitles, so us
Oh,
as
the whole
Irish
thing
folk
is
can
in
follow
Irish,
along.
is it?
Huh?
The whole thing is in Irish.
The whole lot.
No, not the whole lot. A good share of it is in Irish, but you've subtitles. It's really, really good.
Okay.
Really good.
That's on my list.
I'm reading a book still, so that my reading quota is.
Oh, I said last week, like 1,000 Splendid Suns, and it is a fantastic book, but I said it was about, it's a little girl in 1,000 Splendid Suns. And it's by, oh my God, I won't think of his name now. Cassini. Anyway, it's him who wrote it. It's the second book is the one about kites, and it's a little boy in that one. I can't think of the name of the book. Anyway, let's cut out that section. What book are you reading?
Anyway.
Anyway.
Is it the same book all
I
the
actually
time?
tuned out for the whole bit. And all I could see was your remote going.
The Kite Flyer.
Runner.
Runner.
The Kite Runner. That's it, the Kite Runner. So that and 1,000 Splendid Suns are the same author, and both of them are equally good. So I would recommend those two books. Anyway, what book are you reading? I'll ask you again.
I told you.
The same one, The Alchemist.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like that fucking monologue you gave us last week that it was about. And that wasn't even the full story. There's
No.
still more.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, good.
Please don't.
I'm so glad I asked
I haven't
now.
got to the end of it yet.
Jesus Christ, hadn't enough happen in it?
I
What's
have actually
happening now?
read none in this week.
Oh, okay. What about the
Bad for
ghost? Is
that.
the ghost back?
The mat still moved.
Did you video it or tape it?
I don't know how I'm going to video it. I think it takes like over 3 days for it to move. 2 days.
Why don't you mark the floor?
I don't need
draw
to.
a line.
Because
It
I'll go
moves.
in. I'll show it to you this time. Remind me to go in this time, and I'll show you where the mat is. And that happened overnight.
I'll tell you what you do. Put Velcro on it.
Exactly.
It doesn't need it. It's carpet on carpet. It's already like Velcro.
Velcro. No, but if you Velcro it down, I mean, if the ghost really wanted to move the rug, he put his back into it.
You can
And
do
but
put
if
your
it was
back
due to
into-
traffic, like you're saying, if you Velcroed it, it won't move.
If it was
then.
traffic, it would move every other way.
Nail it to the floor.
Not necessarily. The pile and the carpet could be pointing in a particular direction,
Exactly.
which would help it move in a particular direction.
Working in the flow of the, like there's no
Because
friction.
everyone
to
that
stop
goes
it.
in comes out. It has
Yes,
equal
but
amount
if
of
the
traffic.
pile it could be on a macroscopic level, everything is pointing at an angle in the same direction.
No.
Herbert Nero.
Herbert there.
Yeah, just discredit what I said altogether because it made sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It does make
The
sense.
the carpet, the
The
mat
marpet.
is moving on its own.
It's not.
It is.
It's
Well, it's not
absolutely not.
because there's a ghost moving it. But
Sure. Well, then put the Velcro on
God, I
it.
hope you get haunted, so you start believing.
Do
He'd
the
be
Ouija
wasting his
board.
time because I'm out like a light at 9 o'clock every night. Absolute wasting his time. And you were saying watching Snoop. That's what I fall asleep to every evening. I'm still watching flat to the mat, Supernatural, and I fall asleep. Nothing happens. No, they could be trying. They could be flat out haunting me and I don't see it or hear it.
I'm still watching as well. I'm in season 11.
11. My season. Oh, maybe I'm on season 4 now.
God, I'm going to be so lost when it's over.
I was just thinking that last night. Like my life, there'll be a big supernatural
I can't
shaped
get
hole
into
in
it.
it.
God,
No,
it's
you need to stick
so
with it.
good.
I
Oh,
love the parts of it where it's like they crack this really cheesy joke, and they
He
like
does that all through the whole thing.
love it. Absolutely love that.
Do you remember that series? Because I switched on the thing on when I watched it on the iPad. I'll switch on the trivia on it. You get trivia bits all through the episodes. So if you're watching an iPad, you can switch on, what do they call it? Can't remember. And you can switch that on, and it'll give you little trivia bits. But the trivia bit last night was he was runner up for Clark Kent and Smallville.
No way.
Dean was. Can you imagine if he got that? Supernatural would be so shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
imagine.
Because
I couldn't imagine anyone else
there's
doing
no
it.
one else for that character, Dean.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so good.
what's he in The Boys again?
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier
Oh,
Boy. Yeah. Hot.
He's like 47 or 8 now as well.
He's gorgeous.
Stunning.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
I would if I was gay. Which I'm not.
Just to clarify.
You dirty dogs out there.
But anyway, go on. What would you
Send
do in
to
that
me-
case with those young girls? If you
Yeah,
were
send to me
uptown
your
now and you saw
Mickey
a group
pictures.
of girls
They're
knocking
still sending me
stuff.
Mickey pictures, imagine on Twitter.
Are they?
Yeah.
Who?
Men.
People.
Why would men send you there? I don't think there
Dick
has
pics.
ever been an invited dick pic that wasn't asked
Why don't
for.
men understand that nobody wants to be looking at them?
And they all look the same anyway,
And they all
don't
look
they?
the same, exactly.
No.
Jesus, I can't understand why you do it.
A girl I
It
read
looks
one
like
time.
a dead shaved weasel.
Exactly. In fact, I'd probably get more enjoyment out of a dead shaved weasel because that's no threat to me. But this woman, anyway, this
That won't
girl,
tempt me.
this girl on, was a Twitter, one of those I was reading one time. She was like, fuck this. I'm so sick of getting dick pics. And she said, I started saving them up. And so when I would get a random one, I'd be like, oh, nice. And then send one back. And he'd be like, what the fuck? She'd be like, oh, I thought we were comparing. Brilliant. Just
Really
save them up and send them back.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah, I still get them all the time.
Imagine being that proud that you'd send one on. Like,
And some people like, what are you proud of?
exactly.
That's more of an overgrown wart
I'll
than
tell
a
you, the
Mickey.
girl at the other end would pick it up and go, and
Fucking Egypt.
I just,
yeah.
I just can't. The mindset is, oh, when she sees this, she's gonna want me.
That's brain damage.
that's
Some
why
Mickeys,
boys are
right?
stupid.
That's brain damage.
Have more head than shaft, and it looks like an acorn. It's like, why would you share that with everyone?
I know. Because maybe they haven't seen any others and they think that's a nice one. It has to be.
I mean, there's the internet now,
There's
so
no
there's lots of
self-reflection
information
there at
out
all. Like,
there,
maybe
so-
it's not a nice
It's like that
penis.
fella I know that I was saying before, who has the really hot girlfriend, and he is bit. He's hairy. He looks smelly, and if they look smelly, they are smelly.
That's the rule.
And
the law.
he's overweight, and he wears. Do you know when he bends over, his arse pops out. Like, will you tie your fucking pants?
Do
Put
they
on a
have
belt.
no nerve endings in their
So then
arse
when we were talking about it, not to him obviously,
behind his back
amongst
like any normal
ourselves,
person?
we're like, he must have a massive wiki.
The information page on the internet stores information about him. He must have a really
Wow.
long wiki.
I was thinking about wallet,
Why are we thinking about wallet?
because I was going to say he either has a big willy or a big Mickey or a big wallet. And
He said a wiki.
a wiki
And something about a mallet, I'm not sure.
and a mullet. He either has a big wiki
He had
or
a- he had a
a
weird
big
haircut.
mullet. So then we were obviously going swimming, and he propped up alongside me. And not that I was going to say, time to search him out. And he started stripping down in front of me, and he turned to me, asked me a question. I was like, oh my God. It was like fucking an acorn stuck in a bush. There was only
It was
There
just
was-
an outie.
there, there was only purple. Where's the rest of it?
Why is there a wine cork down your underpants?
You know, you can have that removed.
Oh, that's where the grape fell.
What are you pointing at? Can you imagine looking? What are you pointing at?
Well, I didn't realize you could get pimples there.
Does milk come out of that? Kinda.
Where's the rest of it?
Do you know those things, the door stoppers?
No, they're long and thin.
This just had a head.
Oh my God.
God, let's
Like a
move
small
on.
doorknob.
I've had enough.
Okay.
If it was a if it was a human, it'd be just head with legs. There was no middle part. Only head and root.
But but he has a beautiful girlfriend. He must
Yeah,
have a sterling
so-
personality then.
Which leads me to believe he's a big mallet. Wallet.
Because he doesn't have a nice personality.
No, he's a bit of a dick as well.
Oh, this is the fella we were talking about before. Yeah, I remember now. So, and is he rich?
Nope.
He's nothing going for him.
Nothing. So we said big Mickey or big wallet.
He cast a spell.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at in Supernatural, that episode where they were throwing coins into the wishing well.
Do you know what I was thinking about that as well? Does that stuff exist? Do you know, like hex bags and all that carry on?
I mean, I shouldn't believe it, but
Definitely make me convinced that it's all real.
witchcraft and stuff like.
Yeah, like witchcraft and hex bags, and they do a lot with chicken bones.
Yeah, and newborn baby charred bones and stuff.
Yeah.
That was a bit weird. I love the way Lilith goes into like little children, possesses them. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Because the little kids, you think like, so they have to act all creepy and stuff, and they do it really well.
Yeah, they do actually. Yeah.
Absolutely
I actually
brilliant.
thought about that because where I am now, there's the evil thing is called the darkness, and it was in like a 4 or 5 year old, and how they can make a 4 or 5 year old that evil looking.
Yeah, and get
the
them to
eyes and
act. Yeah,
everything.
yeah, brilliant. Well, I mean, it just shows how professional they are and how good they are at their job at 4.
But then I think
I
about
suppose
Freddie,
there's lots
and
of coaching, isn't there, around
there's no way you
acting
get Freddie
like
to do
that?
anything like that. I can't get Freddie to close the fucking door.
He is of your own making. That is the same as you. Carbon copy.
But see, it's not, because I.
Black cat, black kitten. Could we tell you to do anything if you didn't want to do it?
If the
Oh.
door was open behind me and you said, "Will you close the door?" I'd say, "Yeah, I'll close the door for you." Freddie, no, my legs are broken.
My legs are broken.
Yeah, always said, my legs are broken. And he'll lie on the couch. No,
I love you.
he'll lie
so
down.
funny.
And the closest thing to him, he'll go, "My legs are broken."
Actually, do you know what Pierce said to me, thinking about things kids say? We were driving over to get you earlier, and he said, Mom, one of my friends thinks I look Polish. And I said, I suppose you do, the blonde hair, like, and the kind of tawny skin. And he said, I love my accent, though. I like my Irish accent. And I said, all right, yeah. And he said, if I was living in America, like, I'd still like to have my Irish accent. Because did you know, Mom, it's apparently the sexiest accent to have in the world. And I was thinking, okay, all right, then that's why he wants to have it, because it's a really nice accent.
Well, it is, isn't it?
Who's
Which one
measuring
in
it?
Ireland, though? Like, what's the nicest Irish accent?
Definitely not the Dublin one.
The Dublin one got voted
I think it
high
was
up,
number
didn't
1.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on the Dublin accent, because there's a few of them.
Well, there's the
Yeah.
north side and the south side. So which side?
The posh side, probably.
I think the
like,
best-
what's your man's name above in ATN? Miles. I'll rev you the 5K.
Wherever the 5K miles. Yeah.
Or do you remember Sminky Shorts? And do you remember
Okay.
the chicken one? And they were doing interviews to do the cock-a-doodle-doo. And the Dublin one comes in. How are you going? Or no,
It's Cork.
cock-a-bleeding-do.
Oh, yeah. This sounds like Conor McGregor. Who's behind Sminky Shorts? That was hilarious.
I don't know.
It's so
And
clever.
where do they go?
Yeah.
They're still there. They're on YouTube. Just
No, but
one-
what's he doing now, whoever your man is? And did he animate them as well, or he just did the voices?
The animation's easy, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
You always draw that same doodle, the fellow with his eyes like bulging.
And just move it each time. That's how I do my stuff on Instagram. So I'll
Oh,
get
those, they're very good.
a grab
yeah.
of the person, put in the background, then just move it. Dung, dung, dung. And then when you play it fast, like dung, 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 dung.
Oh.
What's it called?
Simple as fight washing.
Something stop animation.
Yeah, that's it.
Uh-huh. Anyway. Moving on.
That'll annoy me now. I can't think of it.
So,
Dear Pa.
dear Pa.
Go on then.
Dear Pa. Dear Pa. Insert music.
Once more.
That all fell out of my throat. So, dear Pa, I met a guy on Tinder. We talked for a while on Facebook before meeting. He decides to come to work for my lunch break. I was working third shift at the time, so this was at like 3 a.m. I hung out in his car in complete silence while we played on his phone. Then he started to show me pictures of real dead bodies on his phone. I hopped out of his car so fast. This was my first and last Tinder date.
Was he a
My
funeral
God, when you
director?
do. Was he what?
A funeral director?
No,
Why
just a
dead bodies?
psychopath.
Psychopath, come on.
Like dead bodies.
Sorry,
but
from
like, what
where?
age is she? Let's hang out at your third shift, 3 a.m. and we'll just sit in my car in silence. Like, no thanks.
And sorry, it was her lunch break, so she's clearly in the middle of a shift. Fine.
Why would you
The
meet
fuck was he
someone
doing
at
at 3 a.m.?
in their
Looking at
car?
dead bodies. Can you imagine him in the car? Oh, look at this one. This one has no hands. Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. This has got no head.
So that was just a warning, basically. If anyone else comes across him, don't.
Yeah, she never gave
Oh
his
my
name.
God. Remember what you were talking about the other day? Are we dating the same guy? That, shh. It's a, what?
It's all very secret. You're not allowed to talk about it.
Talk
It's
about
like
what?
Fight Club, is it?
Yeah.
What is? Say what you just
Anyway.
said again, and I'll come to my own conclusion.
Or no, that story doing the rounds on the internet where this girl goes on a date with a guy. She goes back to his. They share a kiss. I can't remember what happens at the end of the date anyway, so she leaves. And she goes to the doctor a couple of days later because she develops some form of an infection around her mouth. And so they do tests on it. and it ends up being a really big investigation because the type of infection that she gets in her face you can only catch from corpses. So whoever she
Very
went on the date
particular, yeah.
with was
Yeah, a necrophiliac.
yeah. Oh,
Jesus Christ, aren't people weird?
what is wrong with people?
Yeah.
Are they bored? Is that it?
No, it's, well, I mean, no, you can just have a spectrum of
But you remember,
Humans.
do you remember Kill Bill?
What?
With
Kill
Uma-
Bill.
Kill Bill with Uma Thurman.
The
Yeah.
movie, yeah.
And she was in a coma for ages. And a part of the film was she was in coma for like 12 months. And when she came out of her coma, the nurse that was looking over him was letting guys in. So the guy would come in, he'd pay the nurse, the fella nurse, a couple of money. He'd let them into the room and he'd close the door behind him, leave him in there for half an hour. He'd come back, take him back out.
I don't remember that.
In
But
Kill
remember
Bill.
the real life case
And
where the carer was,
apparently it happens
yeah,
a load of times.
yeah.
Happens everywhere.
He got a coma patient pregnant.
What?
Yes. Yeah. What is wrong with people? Men in
Just don't know.
particular.
Damn.
I've lost
Just
faith.
disgusting. Like, people are so strange.
Yes, I agree.
That is in
I
fact
was
the end of
reading
that.
I was reading something else here. Some Tinder pickup lines.
Go on.
So just going down through, trying to read ones there. What's a perfect gentleman like you doing without your phone number? That makes no sense.
Say that again. What's a
What's
perfect?
a perfect gentleman like me doing? Oh yeah, I read it wrong. Shocker.
Oh my God.
What's a perfect gentleman like me doing without your phone number?
That's suave.
Do you think that's a good one?
No.
Siobhan says no, but Siobhan is kind of drunk.
In real life.
I am
In real
not.
Real
time,
life.
in fact.
How many drinks do you have
2.
on your own?
No.
Where were you, at home?
No. I was in a dare.
You collected on a dare.
I know.
What? Were you
Yeah.
in a dare?
Have 2 drinks.
And there we go.
That's what you wanted to do.
We went to see King Kong Company last night in Dolan's. They were outstanding. Brilliant.
Is that a band or?
Yeah.
They wear a cardboard box over their head and do like rap dance type music. The place was hopping. It was really good.
I guess you had to be there. I usually go for 8s, but I guess I'll settle for a 10. Good
Oh,
one.
no, that's ick.
No.
Blech.
Okay. I'm new in town. Could you give me directions to your apartment?
That's
Creepy.
kind of funny.
Siobhan,
No.
Siobhan, you don't like any of them.
No.
Just because she's bagged herself a good man now.
Puts a lime emoji. This is my pickup lime. How are you?
That's
That I like.
brilliant. Yeah.
There'll be loads of
Pickup
people
line.
listening to this. Do you know my other podcast that I do, the Strength podcast?
No.
No.
What?
I
Why aren't
do.
we on that?
Because you know zero about strength. And there's people still asking for you. Where's
Are
Chris?
they?
I really fancy her. Is she single? Well, now you know what to do. Send a
I
line.
did get a message from someone during the week
Don't. Because
admiring me.
I was talking about this during the week, how you follow some of these freaks back.
I never get any messages.
I rest my case. There is no defense.
I'm researching important dates in history. Do you want to be mine? Yes?
No, cringe.
No.
Fuck's sake. Do you believe in love at first sight, or should we match again?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Do you like bagels because you're bagels? That's a good one.
What?
What? Say that again?
Do Ooh, that got me right in the tickle bone. Do you like do you like bagels because you're bagel? Oh wait, you're.
I knew he fucked it up.
Do you know the word bay? Hi bay, as like
B-A-E,
Before
yeah.
anyone
okay.
else?
Do you like bagels because you're bagels?
Goals. You
Goals.
said gulls. And I was like, what have birds got
He
to do
said
with
gulls, yeah.
this?
That
Bagels.
you just absolutely turned that upside down, inside out. Ruined.
shredded.
Shredded.
Damn, you have a dog. Does that mean I'll never win best ever cuddler title? God,
Best ever cuddler title.
best ever cuddler title.
Best
cuddler?
ever cuddler
Title. It's a bad one. Just scrap that one. Delete.
Oh my God. I actually hope he got injured after saying that.
I hope he broke his fingers.
Hope his tongue fell out.
I nearly broke my tongue saying it. I'd say you're as beautiful as a Greek goddess, but from what I can remember from history class, they were all pretty crazy.
Asshole.
No, just no.
If you were a vegetable, you'd be a cucumber.
It's kind of funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You sound busy, but is there any chance of adding me to your to-do list? Hey.
Oh, nearly, like nearly.
Block. Are you my appendix? Because this feeling in my stomach makes me want to take you out.
He'd have to be really good looking with that line. Like,
Block. Do you have an Instagram? My mom always told me to follow my dreams.
oh my God, that's exhausting.
Kind of funny.
No.
Are you a bank loan? Because you have my interest.
No.
Are you French? Because I fell for you.
Ignore.
How much does a polo wear?
Let's try that one again.
How fucking my words
Take
are
your
broken.
time.
I sprained my tongue. Maybe that's what's wrong.
You sprained your tongue doing what?
Coughing. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice.
I feel like he's, 7 or 8 years old?
All your pics came through at a 45-degree angle. Guess you're acute, E. Okay. Hey, I'm writing an article on finer things in life, and I was hoping I could interview you.
What?
Next.
Block. If you were a fruit, you'd be a pineapple.
That was the end of the sentence?
Yeah.
I think it's meant to confuse you before he clubs you over the head or something, or chloroforms you, because you're like, what? And then then he takes you to a second location.
Did I read it right? If you were a fruit, you'd be a pineapple. Block. What do you call a string of people lifting a mozzarella cheese? Did I say it wrong?
Do it again.
What do you call a string of people lifting a mozzarella cheese? What?
Say it again. Roll it again there, Roisin.
What is wrong with you? Mozzarella. I just roared that into
Mozzarella.
the microphone. I need to stop that. Mozzarella.
That's what I said.
Nope.
Mozzarella.
You know the old saying.
What do you call a string of people lifting a... I thought it was all mozzarella.
It's mozzarella.
Mozzarella. I've been saying mozzarella all along in restaurants.
Mozzarella.
Oh my God. So that's why you were probably like, why is everyone laughing at me? I don't get it.
Hello, could I order the mozzarella cheese?
Sorry, you'll have to excuse me. English is my second language.
I'm sorry, you wanted what pizza? The mozzarella, please.
Can you say it again, please?
One more time. Can you say it into this phone for me?
Hang on. Can you say it to the chef?
Do you mind if I get you a microphone? Can you tell everyone? Mozzarella.
Go on.
What do you call a string of people lifting a mozzarella cheese? A cheesy pickup line.
God, that wasn't even
it
worth
wasn't
it.
even worth it. No. Fucking hell.
Itchy eye. Do you ever wear fishnets? Because
What time did you get to bed last night?
I was up all night with the ghost. What's your favourite colour? Blue. Do you ever wear fishnets because you're a real catch?
No.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Yoda I am, and go out with me, will you? God, that was a tough read.
You'd be calling an ambulance for him. He's having a stroke.
Excuse me, do you have a band-aid? Because I scraped my knee falling for...
Oh my God, they're getting worse.
Are you okay, two more and I'm done.
Are there
with them.
many more? Yeah, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Are you
Let's wrap this
Australian?
up.
Because you meet all of my qualifications.
Say that again.
Are you Australian? Because you meet all of my qualifications.
Almost. Good.
Almost, yeah.
Are you a gardener? I like your tulips.
Tulips?
Tulips.
No.
Two more.
That's a bit
So I've
creepy.
been trying to come up with a good psychological pickup line for you, but I'm a fraud. I couldn't come up with anything.
Freud.
Freud.
Sigmund Freud.
Last one.
Jeez, they'd be
Also
wasted
no.
on you. You're like, what?
You want to fry me, what? Mozzarella, who?
With a pineapple?
I'd say you're the bomb, but that could turn into a lethal conversation. Block.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
Jesus, thank God we're
Some
done
of them
with
would want
that.
to have in pipe.
Where are we?
Movies and series, I guess.
Movies and series.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's the Blockbuster music. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Anyway.
God,
I bet it sounds
you'd be
better
going
in your
into-
head.
Yeah, there's drums and everything on.
No, do you remember the days you'd be going into Blockbuster renting tapes?
Yeah.
And you have to bring it back in
And
2
you'd have to
days
bring it
or they
back, yeah.
fine you.
Yeah.
I never got fined.
I can't remember.
I never got fined because I never brought it back. Hey.
Yeah. Typical.
Anything in
me.
your life. Okay, so series this week. I watched
Here we go.
Four Kings.
Oh.
Have you heard of it?
Nope.
No, believe it or not.
So it follows the careers of four boxers in the 80s and the 90s. It's really good, like Frank Bruno, Chris Eubank, Nigel Benn,
All
and Lennox
English.
Lewis.
I'm friends with his son,
Are you?
Who's?
Nigel Ben's son, Connor
Yeah?
Ben.
Oh, right, okay. It's really good. Like, it follows their careers through boxing, both inside and outside of the ring. It's a really good watch. I'd highly recommend. And then, the movie that I watched is Speak No Evil with James McAvoy.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see that.
Speak no evil.
Yeah, it's good. I liked it. I do think he's really underrated. Like, he plays a really good character. He comes across as an absolute lunatic in it.
I don't think he's underrated. He's one of the best actors there is. Do you remember him in Glass? When he played all the
Yeah.
characters.
Oh my God, that was
That
unreal.
was excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really good. So it's actually a remake of, I think, is it a Danish movie that was brought out 2 years ago? Anyway, so I'd recommend it. It's really good.
Okay.
Yep.
That wasn't too painful.
Well done, Siobhan.
What's your series?
Four
She said her
Kings.
series, Four Kings.
What's
Were
your
you not
movie?
listening?
Her movie.
Speak No Evil,
Oh yeah.
where the family, they go on holiday with the family and they get on great, but your man is a bit of like a live wire. And they go home and then they invite the family to come to their farm in the UK and stay there for a week. And that's where shit gets real.
Okay. That's enough of that.
Carry on.
Right. Haunting on Hill House. I rewatched because
Brilliant.
it's near Halloween and all.
Brilliant.
Absolutely excellent.
That, for people that watch horrors a lot, that
Very good.
scared the shit out of me
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah,
time I
yeah,
watched
yeah.
it. It was
And you're
brilliant.
desperate for jump scares, like
I love
unreal.
jump scares.
and I'm not like you can see them coming a mile away. Like the tone in the movie changes, the music changes. You can tell when it's leading up to one. But that caught me a few times. And I was like, yeah, this is a
The
good
one where she comes down through the floor. Oh.
in the car.
No, in the car was the,
The
worst
car
one.
the
was
car,
the best
yeah,
one,
that
yeah.
was- oh my
Best
God,
worst one.
Excellent.
And then my movie is, of course, I had to go back in time again. Practical Magic.
Oh, I
Love
want to watch that. I
Talking
love
about
it.
witches and hex bags and all that. Practical Magic, absolutely brilliant. Yeah. So those are mine.
Okay. Patrick.
The film is Harry Potter. Me and Freddie, well, Freddie made me watch it again.
Freddie made you watch it.
Which one?
The very last one.
No, the Deathly
Part
Hallows.
two.
Part
Wasn't
2
that
of the
it?
Deathly Hallows, yeah. It got very dark, actually, as it went along. Myself and Pierce watched them
I
recently.
thought that as well, but they got older, so I had to, I suppose.
I suppose, yeah. It was,
Is that how it happened in the books?
Never read them.
I never read them.
Jesus,
patience
can you imagine
for that.
reading all those books?
I know, far too many pages.
Mammy
and
did,
far
didn't
too many
she?
words. I don't know.
I wouldn't thank
Emmett
you for
read
that.
them. Emmett
Yeah.
read them all. Emmett's a
then.
good reader, though.
And series.
What's your series?
What series did I say earlier?
Supernatural?
Invincible. I tried to get into it. I just.
Invincible, the animation. I know it's a cartoon.
Oh, yes.
It is so good. The storyline is fucking amazing. I know it's a cartoon, as I say that again. But I remember I was at World's Strongest Man and we were in between events, so we had like 3 or 4 hours. So I was just thrown down the couch and one of the lads was sitting beside me and he was watching on his phone and I was just
Head and his shoulder.
exhausted and I was just literally on his shoulder like that, watching what he was watching. And I was like, oh my God, this fight scene is unbelievable. And he was
Cartoon
like-
fight scene.
Yeah, and he was like, bro, you have to watch this. So I went back from Worlds, started it. Amazing. Amazing.
When you came
Amazing.
back from Worlds last year,
2 years ago, 3 years ago maybe.
how long does it take you to watch it?
It took me about a day because I watched a whole lot.
So you rewatched
There's only 2
it.
seasons. There's only like 8 episodes per season.
Oh, yeah.
But it goes back from comic books.
Oh, okay.
The Viltrumites.
Well, I'd love our listeners to give us suggestions on something to watch, especially for October. I love like spooky things. There aren't enough.
Yeah.
So
good
give us
horrors, like-
some.
Yeah.
Give us some recommendations.
Suggestions, yeah.
And I'm
Recommendations.
super excited next month for Heretic with Hugh Grant.
Yeah. And Salem's Lot.
I watched it. I
Well.
went to see it. Yeah. Yeah, I really liked it. It wasn't excellent, but it was really good.
Okay.
There you go. And I say really good because I think we're starved of that type of content, actually. Yeah, it was okay. You know, it starts really well and it builds the mystery. What, you're milking that like a cow.
I realised you were correct. 3 points for Siobhan.
What?
Okay.
Anyway, Salem's
you
Lot. Yeah,
guess what
do
I'm
go watch
doing.
it. Okay, bye.
It's a stress ball.
Who won?
I can't, like, oh.
Carry on.
Pay attention, Bond. Okay, so Four Kings, 8.3. I watch good
Is that
TV.
the highest you ever got? Ever?
What was it? I wasn't
I don't
listening.
think so.
8.2?
8.3.
8.3.
8.3.
That looked good, but it's documentary style, isn't it?
Yes.
God, you'd have to tie me down to a chair to watch it.
Yeah.
And I want to watch it because I love those boxers.
It's actually, the pace of it is really good, and they're interviewing them sat in a seat. It's really good, and it gives you their perspective, and it brings you through the ring, both inside the ring, their fights, how they got ready for fights,
Lennox
what their managers
Lewis.
are doing,
Who was in it?
what was happening in their own lives.
Nigel Ben.
One of them fight Mike Tyson after he came out of prison. And Mike Tyson nearly killed him. Nigel Ben was actually, wasn't it?
Yep.
Mike Tyson came out.
That's
Oh my
like
God,
asking me
he's
to watch a
so
musical.
scary.
You hear a lot about their backstory as well, which is really interesting. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. Christian watched it.
Do
with
they all
me.
have a working class background?
I think they do, yeah.
Yeah, but Chris Eubank, who I love anyway, because he's so eccentric.
Jeff
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah,
I'm going to
but
go to
he
the
tells
big
you like
boxing.
he plays a character, and that's right place, right time, and he exploded. Of course, he had a lot of skill there as well, but his arrogance, absolutely love it.
Do you remember when he was fighting Stephen... what was his name? Stephen... Do you remember
I
those?
was going to say Steve Carell. That
Stephen
probably never happened
No.
though.
Stephen O'Connell? No.
Ah, you remember the red hair?
Yeah. The fella who used to practice
Wow.
on his wife.
If only he had a laptop right now.
Oh yeah,
Chris Eubank, yeah, was fighting
Steve Collins.
Steve Collins.
Have it. Yeah.
okay.
I'm going to go after Ireland. I'm going to beat him. Jesus.
Was he also
Jump
from?
across.
That was worth it. Okay, so Four Kings, 8.3.
Right.
Haunting on Hill House,
It's 8.2.
9.
0.5. Yes. 0.5. Invincible,
Me need to cough. I think there's a snot stuck in your throat.
What? What?
I just heard something coming out of your throat.
okay. Anyway, Invincible,
8.9.
7.
What did you
Oh
get?
wait, what did I was 8.5, was I?
8.5, and I'm
Oh, so you win.
8.3.
All solid series this week.
Right then,
Go on, movies.
Speak No Evil, 7.0.
Oh.
So I enjoyed it more than that, but Practical Magic,
Come on.
6.3.
Come on, as Freddie
I
calls
was
it.
ended.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter,
9.
8.1.
So I won? All
Yes.
round? Wow.
Round again.
Bula boss for me.
He's a list made.
100%.
I don't, because I have to do everything else. I don't have time to make lists.
You don't let us do anything
Sure.
else because you're afraid we'll fuck it up.
And I'm not wrong.
So you can't give out.
Okay. Thanks to you all for listening in.
Again.
And we appreciate everything that you do.
Yeah.
If you do something, if you message or if you want to email us at the podcast1@gmail.com or patrickgotowire@me.com. Make sure you follow us on Spotify. Get us up in the rankings. Appreciate you all. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And thanks.